Hello, hi everyone. What's up, everybody? Honor and respect to you all. Welcome to Seeking Wholeness Tarot. Today we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to have a pick a card reading. Before I'll have all of the links, the timestamps down below so that you can skip ahead if you would like. But I'm going to start my pick a card readings with kind of a quick general look at the energy for everyone, and then we'll separate into groups and do the pick a cards. Today we'll be talking about what you may need to release. And today I pre-shuffled and I spent some time with the general energy cards. I haven't really looked at the pile cards, but I wanted to kind of meditate on the cards and get the energy that we seem to be in right now. And I seem to be, especially from the reading from my last video, I seem to be connecting with a collective right now that is going through some spiritual initiation. Like it may be manifesting itself through your relationships, through the decisions that you're making about your career and all of that. And so I'm very excited to get into this reading with you. So the first card that came out, this is from the I believe the Earth Warriors Oracle card. 10, Kaitiaki, the guardian of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But this card, like, as you can see, it's kind of like this connection with, like the tapestry of the world. You know, as I'm talking about, we're going through this spiritual connection. This guardian, this earth warrior is, all about guarding the divine feminine within us. So, this is about, being connected to, Mother Earth, and just connected to the light. And you can kind of see like the person in this picture is kind of like a light being, like from the inside, the eyes is just glowing. So you may be in this time where you are co-creating and co-dedicating yourself to Mother Earth. As we're talking about spiritual initiation, you may be kind of getting into who you are, the feminine aspects of you, in terms of connecting to your intuition and following that voice, that inner voice inside of you. You understand that connection to the earth is necessary. It's not just something that you want to do, something that looks cool. It's just something that actually and absolutely sustains you. And so you may be someone who is very sensitive. That may have been something that people may have made fun of you about when you were growing up. And so but that is a strength for you. And you shouldn't, feel guilty about that. You shouldn't feel ashamed about that. That is something that helps you, stay grounded, stay connected to the environment around you, and you should have faith, have faith in yourself, have faith in Mother Earth, and, have faith in the connection that you have, with the earth, knowing that you're being, supported and you're being, you're connected, like that bond. As much as you give to the earth is pouring back inside of you. And so, you're not just getting things just to stunt on people, none of that. You are connected, and whatever work that you're doing, whatever this initiation is about, it is, whatever practices you belong to, this is just, it's opening up to you. It's opening up to you all of those different connections, to all of these different aspects of the planet. And so very exciting energy right now. And so the next one was number 4, which is the number for foundation. And I'm recording this on Monday, and this is Papa Let's Day. If you don't know, my tradition is Haitian Voodoo. And so this card talks about, as we're talking today about what you may need to release, it was so funny that this card came up, because this card is specifically about, needing to cut cords with negative and unhelpful influences in your life, whether that be habits that you have, whether that be media that you consume, whether that be people in your life, you may be feeling in this time that you need to take some time, like, maybe, it might be some time for you to take like a social media blackout, just kind of take some time away from your social media accounts. You may not even, I'm not saying to like delete them or not, use them, but at least use them mindfully, or at least, give yourself some days, or saying that, you'll reduce to like maybe 30 minutes a day just to check on your notifications, like once a day. You're not going to check it twice a day or, 10 times a day. You're just going to do it once or twice a day. And then, that can, give you the time, to really focus on hearing yourself and focus on your healing. This may be kind of a pull that you are already feeling right now. So me saying this won't even really be something that would even surprise you. This card is about protection. It's about healing and support, because this goddess, she guards the waters of life, which is like both purifying and cleansing, but also nourishing. So if what you need right now is nourishment, going to yourself, connecting to like the waters that are within you, like taking the time to reflect, taking the time to contemplate. When I say the waters that are within you, you may be doing some kind of mirror exercises. So looking at yourself in the mirror, talking to yourself in the mirror. You may have affirmations, written on your mirror, or taped to your mirror. If you need to create, that is another way to reflect what is inside of you, like that, that through, whether you're painting, whether you're writing, whether you're singing, whatever it is, you're pouring it out and inside of you. So then it's kind of like you're creating this mirror for you to look through, what is going on inside, right? This card is also about, like, this is, a time that will give you the opportunity to focus on what is important to you. This may be a call that you're trying to find right now, like trying to remember who you are, trying to remember what is important to you, trying to figure out what is your mission, what is your personal mission, what is your agenda, how do you describe that, how do you talk about that, how do you share that, how do you actionalize that, so that you are able to, bring that vision out into the world from just what you see. But you can't do that if you are spending all of your time, watching what other people are doing, comparing yourself to other people. Social media is really big for that. And so we all do it. I know I do it, and so it's so easy to do that. But when you start using those tools, mindfully, maybe you can't really fully step away from social media because you do work on it or whatever. So, being mindful about what you're doing and again, making sure that you're spending the time to connect to yourself, you know, taking a time out, a spiritual, psychological, and emotional time out to really, really cleanse yourself and purify yourself so that the voices that you hear are not clouded by anyone else's light, but by your own, you know. So if you need to say no to people, if you need to rest, then that is what you need to do, you know. And the other card that came in was 21, which is totally connected to everything that we've been talking about in terms of tuning within to find the answers. As I was meditating before I started the reading, before I even shuffled and broke down the cards or anything like that, you know, I was thinking of what should I make a reading about? What should I do? You know, and so it was kind of like, and then after I did the meditation, I realized, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna do it about this. Even though new moon for me is usually about what new blessings are coming into your life, but I feel like we need to talk about what you need to release, because it's the same door, you know. It is the same door through the beginning and ending, you know. So through talking about what you need to release, we're going to be talking about what you need to, you know, welcome in so you can make room, you know. And so, yeah, so this card is about tuning into your inner truth, you know. And the answer, I got the answer about what to do the reading, and I was thinking, wow, you know, I have the answers, you know. I don't have to look online. I don't have to hit up somebody, you know. As we get more people into the collective, you know, I will be asking you maybe like if you want to be hearing some specific readings, but in the meantime, you know, we have the answers. I am connected to you, and so I apologize. My allergies are acting crazy, but anyway, this card, you know, is about you know, I just kept thinking, you know, you have the keys. You have the keys. That's what I kept hearing. You have the keys. You have the keys. And I mean, if you know everything about Papa Legba, then you know about what the keys mean. But basically, it just means that whatever obstacles that you think that you are in front of, that you can't get through, you have the keys to these doors. And all you need to do is turn within and hear the truth. Hear the truth that you're trying to tell yourself. Because a lot of times we think that we don't know. You know, sometimes you're talking to someone and it's like, what do you want to do? And they're like, oh, I don't know. You usually know. All you have to do is take a moment, pause, rest, and ask yourself, you know, what do you need to do? And this card in itself talks still about being in a period of spiritual training. So what you may be experiencing right now is that you have some big like moments of like highs and lows, like highs of, you know, bursts of creative energy where you're doing everything, and then you get those moments where you feel really drained. And that is, you know, all about learning to balance, you know, learning to balance your energy so that you are able to kind of be in the seat and that you can control everything that's in front of you instead of kind of just being washing away by whatever waves come your way. And this card is from the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle. And it says, when darkness surrounds you, be the light. You are the light. And it's number 17, which turns into 8. So it's in this card specifically talks about, you know, spiritual initiation as well. And you can see like a bird cage in the door opening. So it talks about freedom. It talks about growth, major period of transformation, and understanding that like you are the light. You are a leader. You know, you are ready, you know, so you can rely on the light that is inside of you. You can rely on yourself. You may be feeling fears and doubts. Maybe you are in this period of spiritual initiation where it's not just, because spiritual initiation, you know, it's not just one time you do this major event and now you're initiated. No, spiritual initiation is a lifelong work, and it's not just one initiation, it is multiple initiations. It's kind of staircasing. And so you are in this period of spiritual initiation where you may have to actually putting in work, actually sharing your gifts with other people. And if you are having some fears and if you are having some doubts about that, you are ready. You don't have to fear anything. You can definitely rely on the fact that you are light. You are light. And if you can listen to yourself, and if you can, you know, take the time out, and kind of drown out all of the voices of the world so that you can listen to yourself, man, you know, you're ready. You're ready. Don't despair. Don't think that things won't work out. You know, just trust the universe. Trust that relationship that you have built so far. And then we have empowerment. Finally, and that is number 523. It's about relying on inner strength, as you can see. And you can see that this card is yellow, the color of the solar plexus chakra. And that chakra, you know, is all about kind of standing in your power. But you don't stand in your power based on ego. You know, you stand in your power based on love and acceptance of yourself and knowing and appreciating your own value. That is what authenticity is about. Authenticity is not something that you can fake. It is because it's something that is deeply entrenched in the fact that you accept yourself. If you don't accept yourself, if you can't recognize what you're doing, if you can't recognize who you are, then, you know, you're not going to be able to be authentic. So if you need to have confidence in your talents, you know, what I'm seeing is if you are asking a question right now about what you would need to do, the answer is, you know, definitely yes. Definitely yes. I don't have anything that you need to be worried about. So we're going to move now to the PickACard readings. I'm going to show you the cards, and you can go ahead and decide which one, you know, take your time, breathe and meditate and decide which one you're going to pick. So here are the three piles. So pile 1 here is a black tourmaline. Pile 2 is amethyst, and it's about to be gay season. The Halloween, November, especially November, though, from October 31st to November is going to be all the time. This family and voodoo. And then we have rose quartz. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go ahead and pick one. I'll have the timestamps below. And I'll just go ahead and meet you at the pile that you've picked. If you haven't done so yet, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell button so that whenever I post, you get notifications. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video if you are enjoying what we are doing here. And I'll meet you at your pile. Thank you. Hi, Fire One. If you selected the black tourmaline, this is your reading. As I said in the introduction, I pre-shuffled today, so we're going to go ahead and get into the reading, even though I haven't looked at the cards. Okay. We'll start with the tarot. What I'm seeing is right now you may be, I'm seeing this is a love situation. Maybe there was, and I'm seeing there was a heartbreak. It was a heartbreak, but what I'm seeing, because these are the two major arcana that we pulled, the Lovers and the Tower, right? And what I'm seeing is, and you know, the Tower is all about these guided shakeups from the universe. And so it's usually because, you know, you have to jump out of the tower, because if you don't, then the tower will have, you know, come down with you in it. And so what I'm seeing is you were in a relationship, Pal 1, and something happened. And what I'm seeing is it may have to do with a third party. And so, but I'm seeing that the separation happened, but it was a divinely guided and protected separation. And what I'm seeing is two situations. This may be your person, and this is just, you know, this may be a highly spiritual connection. So this may be like a soulmate twin flame type of connection, if that resonates for you. And if so, this may be, you know, just one of those separations that happen throughout that journey, right? And so if it's not, you know, part of the twin flame journey, what I'm seeing is that it was a good separation in the terms of, the universe is watching out for you. Now, this may be this person that comes back, or that is supposed to come back, or that is, you know, this, the lovers type of soulmate relationship. This may be, you know, that person for you. And if it's not, then this is who, you know, you're making space for, because this reading is about what do you need to release. And so what you may need to release right now is this, whatever pain you have, whatever frustration you have, you know, still about what happened in that situation. And so as we're talking about, because I am seeing, because we're in retrograde right now, specifically, this person may be coming back around. And I'm seeing this with the Page of Cups here. I'm seeing that if what happened was like a third party situation, and that doesn't necessarily mean that this was someone else that they were messing with, but this may be, you know, work, this may be family, whatever other relationships that they may have. And so what I'm seeing is they've cleared the way for that, and they've if they were combative before and kind of really in their ego, they've made the way off of that as well. And what I'm seeing is this should be kind of energy for you as well. Like, we talk a lot about like forgiveness, and we talk about, oh, like I don't want to forgive anybody because I don't want to like give them anything. We feel like we're giving them anything. We're not trying to give them things. We're not trying to make it easy for them. But forgiveness is not about getting someone back in your life. Not at all. You don't have to even interact with anyone that you don't want to, in order for you to forgive them. Forgiveness is about releasing this Five of Swords energy, this ego, that it's like, it's not even like you're giving them anything, because it's like, I'm not part of the game anymore. Like, whether I'm happy with you or I'm like angry against you, like, I don't even want to be in any type of energy like that. Like, I'm just letting it go. And so what do you need to release is releasing any feelings of competitiveness, that you may have, around this person as well, whether it is directed towards their third party or whether it is directed towards them. That whole like, when we play our little games, with people, like, we don't really want to acknowledge the fact that, we don't want to acknowledge the fact that, we just don't need to be we don't need to be playing, there's no need for any of the games. And so, you need to be focusing on yourself. And so, letting go of even the resistance, letting go of, needing to say something, needing to be right, needing to have the last word, none of that, just letting all of that go. But I am seeing, with the Lovers here and the Page of Cups here, I'm seeing that this person may come back. Now, what I will point out is that this person is at a Page of Cups kind of energy. And so do what you will with that. Okay, let me pull some more cards on. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Honor and respect. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Honor and respect. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. And really, I'm seeing this as you will have to follow your own intuition about that when the time comes. And when the time comes, and if this person comes back, what you'll have to do is follow your intuition on it. Look at the truth. Look at what this person comes back to you with. And so then you can go ahead and decide exactly what you would like to do. But in the meantime, while you are focusing on yourself, and I'm not really seeing communication here either. And so you may just kind of be holding on to this situation that happened here. And what I'm seeing is once you're able to release that, you'll be able to make more room for the great things that are coming, the great blessings that are coming towards you, especially as the new moon approaches. What I'm seeing is that wishful expectations, that is one of the oracle cards that you got, and it says acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. And I feel like this is definitely related to what we're talking about in terms of smoke and mirrors. The smoke in terms of where I'm hearing, wherever there's smoke, there's fire. And so you may be kind of grasping at the fumes of, like, all that you have left of that relationship is that anger. It is that dance. It is that pull. And that's all you have left of the relationship. And you feel like, and you're afraid that if you let that go, then what are you going to have left? from that relationship. You are basically not going to have anything, from that relationship. And that thought scares you, to not have any connection to that person. And so what this is saying is that, like, you have to acknowledge this for being alive. Like, you are the light. You are this wonderful person. And so if it didn't work out with them, what do you need to do is learn the lessons. And at this time, what I'm seeing is this is exactly what you need to release. You need to release your attachment to that pain, which is also disguising itself as an attachment to the person, an attachment to that situation. And so definitely what you need to be really seeing right now is, this situation right here, that crush and pull. And what you need to be doing from the angels and ancestors is to be taking care of your needs. Taking care of your needs, focusing, and, winter is coming. So this is the perfect season for you to kind of become the lone wolf. That's not to say that you're not around your family or anything like that. But when it comes to your journey, when it comes to, you are kind of hibernating, getting into yourself, reflecting and taking care of your own needs, focusing on yourself and not this person. Whether it is going to be love, whether it is going to be, whether it is going to be, like, this is your soulmate, this is your person, you need to understand that, you are your person. Like, you are your soulmate. And so, before you're even worried about anybody else, you need to be worried about yourself. You need to be focusing on yourself. You need to be focusing on developing your intuition. And as we were talking about at the beginning of this reading, you need to be focusing on your personal mission, on your spiritual initiation. And so, and what you see here, it's about your inner truths. What you have here, in this card, you see all of these different paths that this young person can go through. It means you have options, and this is 7, inner truth, 7. A splendid torch blazed brightly, and you can see that she has a candle here, and she's kind of lighting up the path. You are lighting up the path for so many people. Through connecting to your inner truth, you're able to help so many people. You're able to, be a torch. You are able to be the light for so many people. And so, in order for you to be the light, you have to blaze brightly. Being the light is the work, is shining. Shining is the work. And so, for you right now, it is all about focusing on yourself and listening to yourself, listening to the truth, listening to the fact that you know what this is about. You know what you're doing. You will know what you're doing in the moment, whenever the moment comes up. And so, you need to understand that, in order for you to be able to go ahead and work on your mission, And here we have our, and I just saw 3333. So this may be something that you want to check out in terms of the angel number meaning on YouTube, on Google. And so, the, affirmations that we have for today, is about, I am fertile and flowful. I release all stagnation and depression. I move and choose gracefully. I am spiraling outwards, full of growth and love. I am fertile and flowful. I release all stagnation and depression. I move and choose gracefully. I am spiraling outwards, full of growth and love. right? You're not stagnated anymore. You're not depressed anymore. You are full of grace. When you acknowledge yourself, when you truly see yourself for who you are and for the amazing being that you are, you realize that you don't need these little games. You don't need this attachment to this relationship in order for you to be who you are and to blaze like a splendid torch. And so it's important for you to be able to acknowledge who you are, be able to realize that you are fertile and you are flowful and you are full of grace and you are full of growth and love. And the other one that we have is growth is good, but I acknowledge that it can sometimes be painful. I accept my own wild soul. I can be alone and connected. Right? I can be alone and connected. So if this person is your twin flame and is your soulmate, you can understand that you are connected to this person, right? As a twin flame, you are connected to this person. And you don't have to be with them. You don't have to chase. You don't have to, do anything that you don't need to do. You can be alone and still be connected to that person. You don't need to play any games in order for you to, be connected. The way that you connect is not through the trauma. It's not through the drama. That's not how you connect. You connect through the love. You connect through spirit. That's what the Lover's card is about. The Lover's card is about connecting through spirit, understanding that any relationship that you have is an expression of your spiritual relationship. So your spirituality is expressing itself through the relationships that you manifest into your life. And so whenever you're talking about the people in your life, whenever you're talking about your own soulmate, you are talking about, yourself. And so basically, the answer to the question, what do you need to release? Not only do you need to release this relationship, you need to release your attachment. You need to release your attachment to the pain, your attachment to the fighting and the ego, your attachment to winning. And release your attachment to knowing the future as well, knowing what's going to happen. When is it going to happen? When, why, when, what, none of that. Releasing all of that, knowing that you can always come to yourself. You'll always be able to, you'll be the one who's able to tell, who's able to decide in the moment when it happens, so that you know what to do. You know what to do because you are the high priestess. All right. So thank you so much, my Power One. If you don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you need to find me on social media or anywhere else, look in the description below. If this is your only pile, I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Hi, pile 2. How are you? I don't know why I just asked you, how are you? But welcome to your reading. If you selected the skull amethyst, and we're going to pull up your cards. I think this pile had quite a few cards, so I'm hoping they all fit. I'm holding everything in reverse. Okay. What do you need to release? What I'm seeing is that let's verify the Six of Pentacles. Let's verify. Okay. This may be this pile may be related to pile 1, because I'm sensing kind of the same energy. All right. So what I'm seeing here is you were in a relationship where and I'm not sure if that is even kind of a romantic relationship. It may have been a business partnership as well. It may have been like a family sort of thing, but what I'm seeing is there was, so like I'm seeing there was an issue with balance, you know, in that relationship. You may have overgiven, you know, even in emotion, you know, in money, in communication, like just complete, like you just kind of gave and gave and gave, right? And instead, what happened is they had other people. So maybe if this was a romantic relationship, they may have been actually with another person, you know. If this was a you know, they may have juggled you, like like they were maybe juggling you and some other person. If it was a business relationship, perhaps there was some issues with like multiple partners in the business, you know, and you felt like people weren't as serious as you were about what you were working on. Like they had like a lot of other things that they were worried about. And so, I feel like at the time as well, it's like they thought that they had options. You know, they had options, you know, they could do whatever they wanted. They would, you know, still be good or whatever, but, and they may have walked away. With the six of swords right here, they may have walked away. You know, if you had a business, you may have lost money. But you definitely, like, it was a bad kind of relationship. And if it's a business relationship, I see that, there may be a legal aspect to it as well. So, and what I'm seeing is with the nine of Pentacles right here, you may be winning. Not maybe. What I'm seeing is you winning out of this situation. So whether it is that you know, you are with this this was a romantic relationship, and you like this person walked away from you, and you still feel like cheated. You know, it's kind of like you didn't get to say what you needed to say. Like they ran away with their words is what I'm hearing. Like you didn't even get to say what you wanted to say. Like, like that's so annoying. Like, you know, wanting to like having things that you want to say, but, you know, like this person just kind of dips out, like took the coward's way out of running out and not coming through and saying, you know, this is how I feel, this is what it is, blah, 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 blah. No, they just dipped. And so, what I'm seeing is you're going to come out on top in that situation, though you don't have to worry. And so what I'm seeing is what you need to be releasing is this attachment to winning. You know, and not seeing that you're already winning. You know, the a lion disguise discovered the hard to find blessing. So what I'm seeing is you may be feeling like you're going to get justice, and you need to get justice in this situation. Like the situation was unfair, and what I'm seeing is. Spirit agrees with you. Like the ancestors agree with you. Like this person, whether it was in a romantic relationship or a business relationship, they did take advantage of you. You know, they didn't keep the relationship in balance. And you also have to realize that though, and I have to give it to you straight that you knew that. You could tell that this person wasn't giving you as much as you were putting into the relationship, as much as you were putting into the business. And so what I'm hearing is that you need to also be taking accountability and responsibility for what you do, you know. So and that is one of the energies that I'm hearing that the ancestors want you to move with as you proceed with releasing in this moment, right? Accountability, responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So holding yourself accountable, and this is a lesson that you are learning and you are taking away from, which you need to release, this situation. You need to release the unfairness of it all so that you can understand the lesson that this has brought to you in terms of when you hold yourself accountable, in terms of if you see red flags, call them out, walk away. You know what I mean? Truly understand that you don't have to stay. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. You can totally leave. You can totally leave. You can totally, and that is a lesson that you are learning, you know, for now. And this may be a hard lesson. It may be hard for you to kind of release the fact of like, yo, like this is just not fair. Like, why do I have to, let it go? Why couldn't they, you know, not do what they did to me? And I totally understand that. I totally get it. But, you have to understand that, it's time for you to focus on you, you know? And so, what you need to be doing is to move in a new direction, you know? You need to be moving in a new direction, releasing the old and rest. And, you know, we're in the period of fall right now, in autumn. And so, this, like the whole thing that happened with the person may have happened in the fall, last fall, I'm hearing. And so, move in a new direction, you know, leave them behind, you know, like the same way that they left with the Six of Swords. This can be your energy as well, kind of just leaving everything behind, moving on, going to your own refuge and focusing on yourself, as the general energy of the reading was kept trying to tell you, in terms of cleansing ourselves and purifying ourselves and hearing ourselves and relying on our inner light and our inner truth, you know. And so move in a new direction, release the old and rest. Like take the time to rest, refresh reflect and rest, like just take a nap, like in the middle of the day, just say, okay, you know what, I am disconnecting from this machine and I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. If you are able to do that, definitely go ahead and do that. And what I'm seeing is in this situation, the same way I was talking about in terms of the Justice card that came up, is that, it says, see beyond the current situation. And I feel like this is still kind of bringing up the discover the heart to find blessing, is really just saying that, there's something that you're not seeing here, in terms of, you're so focused on, this is what happened and how it's unfair and blah, 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 that you are not seeing how this is actually working in your favor, how this is actually something that, there's something that you're not seeing that is really, really working out for you. And maybe, what I'm hearing is you maybe dodged a whole bullet. This person walking away, this person choosing someone else over you, this person in their chaotic energy, that's just, that saved you. You don't see it, but I'm seeing it's divine intervention, and what I'm saying that you're not seeing is, the magic zone, is that there is so much good around you. There is so much, creativity. There is so much light around you, but you're kind of sitting, on your own, you're not really kind of joining it in. You're not really jumping into all the magic that is around you. And you have to see it. You have to see the blessings that are around you. And the only way that you're able to do that is if you release. You have to release this situation that's happening with you. You have to release this person. You have to release your resentment at this person. You have to release your attachment to be the one, because often we think that we're the ones who have to punish the people who have hurt us. And honestly, what you can do and what the universe can do, what karma's gonna do regardless, is nothing, compared to that. And so it would be so much better. It would be so much more helpful for you to just go ahead and let the universe handle this one, because the way that the universe got you, yeah. Anyway, and take the time, focus on yourself, focus on your spirituality. You see 29, which is 11, which is kind of a number of spirituality and contemplation. And as we're talking about the beginning, at the beginning of the reading, is that, this time is a time of, spiritual initiation for you. And so, I have to sneeze. Hold on one second. Yeah. And as we were talking, this is a moment of spiritual initiation for you. And so taking the time to go within, the advice is the same. Go within and contemplate and look at your life so that you can actually discover the heart to find blessing, right? And sitting and looking at your life and thinking about it and seeing it and saying, hey, I am surrounded by magic. I am surrounded by so much beauty and so much life. I am so empowered that, I'm not worried so much about this person. Whatever they think they took from me, is nothing. They think they took from me when I was at the 6 of Pentacles. I'm at the 9 of Pentacles now, and I'm just keeping, and I'm going, and I'm building, really, really great stuff. And so once you get into that energy, you get to let the universe work for you, and you get to focus on the things that are around you. You get to contemplate the things that are around you that actually nourish you, that actually cover you, And here are affirmations for today. I'm sorry, my words are like all over the place. I am channeling a lot of energy right now. But yes. So I'm seeing the affirmation is I nourish myself and I am open and completely abundant. I am fertile in every way. I am joyful and happy. And what I'm hearing is it's time for you to focus on the joy in your life. You spend so much time focused on what this person has taken away from you, focused on what this person has done to you. And it's taken away from you, instead of, this desire for vengeance, instead of this resentment, actually hurting that person. It never does. It hurts you because you're the one who's spending time in that energy. Even when you don't want to spend time in that energy, as soon as it's brought up by someone else, here you go, stewing about it. Here you go, triggered about it, and so, it's very important for you to lean into your joy, lean into your peace, into your happiness, so that, people don't get to take that away from you or break that down for you, because it's never away from you, because it's yours. It's something that you've made. It's something that, that is part of you. That is something that you have, built into this world. And that's something that you are connected to source about. And so you are abundant. You are fertile. You are co-creating and cooperating with the universe. And so you don't need that. You don't need the bad energy and the bad karma that you accumulate by accumulating resentment and trying to get back at other people. The Justice card is here for you to say, hey, Libra season, baby. You may be a Libra. You may be an earth sign as well, or a water sign. I'm seeing all of the signs here, but, heavy on earth. Heavy on earth. And so definitely a Libra too, because we have the two justice signs. And the other affirmation that we have is I am resilient. There is hope. There can be success through hardship. Again, I am resilient. There is hope. There can be success through hardship. Again, it is hard. And I really do feel that, this person really, really hurt you, whatever they did. But that is what you need to release right now. That is what I'm seeing that you need to release in order for you to make room for the allies and the blessings that you have in your life, so that you're not slipping on them, in that when you're like, hey, universe, this person did this to me, and like I thought you had my back, whatever. And it's like, I do, when you have to see the good things I'm doing for you and let the bad things go. And, if you've already, filed whatever legal papers that you needed to file for that business thing, it's not to say like letting it go. Like if that person took your money and you can't take the money back, that is not what I'm not trying to be like loving and lighting you into, not doing what's right for you at all. But what I'm saying is, if you have done all of the material stuff, all of the earth place stuff, and I'm seeing that you have, as the Nine of Pentacles, if you have done all of the earthly things that you need to be doing in order to deal with that business, leave the emotional and the spiritual work to the universe. Leave it to your guides. Leave it to your ancestors. And your ancestors don't play. Instead of keeping all of that resentment inside, keeping all of that, seeping hate and whatever inside, instead of just saying, hey, you know what? You don't get to, live in my head rent free. You don't get to do none of that. I am just going to go ahead and dip. And so, that's all I'm seeing. For you, Pal 2, thank you so much for being part of this reading. If you liked this reading, go ahead and like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and all of that good stuff. If you need to find me on social media, I'm very active on Twitter and Instagram. You can find my profiles down below. Thank you very much for supporting this channel. Welcome to Seeking Wholeness Tarot. I'm so happy to be reading for you right now. Thank you. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is for people who selected the rose quartz. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the reading. I haven't looked at any of these cards, so I'm excited to see what the universe has to say to you. Ooh, we'll pick that up later. Wow. I'm so excited about this collective I'm reading for, because, like I said, some really important people, all right? Some really, really important people over here. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, Five of Cups. You had the most cards out of everybody. The King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. A lot of fire in this pile. So you may be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Or if this is not you, this may be someone who is very important to you. Okay. All right. What do you need to release? Pile 3. I'm seeing, like we started this reading talking about spiritual initiation, and I'm seeing like my Pile 3 definitely someone who may be, you may do tarot reading, you may be like some sort of light worker, so you're very connected to the forces around you. What I'm seeing is, we're talking about spiritual connection. I'm seeing that you are kind of thinking about a higher connection. I'm seeing this is a spiritual reading, but this may be happening in terms of your a relationship that you're in as well, like a divinely guided relationship that you are in as well. So I'll go ahead and talk about your spiritual initiation first, and then I'll translate it into how it may be showing up in terms of a relationship. So for you, what I'm seeing is you, like with the Hierophant, I'm seeing that you may be entering into a higher commitment with your guides themselves, like with your spirituality itself. This is a new passion that you are doing. So this may be something that now you're going to start doing readings for people, or you're going to be writing a specific book. However that High Priestess energy manifests itself in your talents, what I'm seeing is whatever it is something that is definitely going to give your inner masculine, the drive, your inner masculine, kind of your inner masculine with the expertise for you to turn this into kind of a money making. You have money making ideas that stem from your own kind of like your own spiritual practices. you know. And so however that expresses itself for you, I'm seeing that this is kind of a period of higher commitment that you are in right now. And what I'm seeing is that you are trying to find balance between waiting and going super fast, right? And what you need to be releasing right now, I'm saying you need to be releasing a few things. I'm saying you need to be releasing some defensiveness that you have, even about the idea of making money, especially making money out of your own spiritual gifts. So you may be having some defensiveness about that. And that is one of the things that I'm seeing that you need to be releasing. I'm also seeing that you may be focusing on some things that you have lost in the past, because I'm seeing kind of like water. The water is making me think that this is something that has already passed through. And so what I'm seeing is you need to release whatever that is, you know, in terms of things that you feel like you've lost. Let me go ahead and pull some qualifying cards for please qualify the Five of Cups. Please clarify the Five of Cups and respect. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Thank you. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Wow. This is, ooh, too many cards. This is why I do not, please clarify the Five of Cups. Okay. Oh. Sort of the same swords came out. Oh. Okay. I see it. Yeah. This is definitely related to the love energy that I pulled through. So when we get to that part, I'll talk about it more. But so you if this is not completely about love for you, that's definitely you need to release this defensiveness that you have about making money in terms of your like from your spiritual gifts. And what I'm seeing also is that you are also in this energy of trying to balance between wanting to wait and wanting to go like super fast, you know, with your spiritual learnings. And so what you need to release is kind of your need to guide everything. You know what I mean? Your need to know what everything is going to happen, how everything is going to happen, when is it going to happen, where is the moon going to be, what are going to be the latitudes and longitudes. You know what I mean? It's like too much. Where was it that I saw? Like one of your affirmation is about it's acceptable not to know. You know, mystery is part of life. So what I'm seeing is release your attachment to knowing exactly where you're going in every single detail of what's happening for you. Release your attachment to that. Right. And what I'm seeing as well, now, if this is a relationship, reading for you, whether it is like a full relationship reading or it is the spiritual reading that you still have some emotions popping through in there in terms of what happened in the past between you and someone that you loved, because love is spirituality. Because I mean, if the universe is love, if the divine is love, then love therefore is spiritual. And so what you'll need to release is this feeling of lack, this feeling of, oh man, like my little cups, they fell down. When you forget that you have these two cups standing right up there, it's like, hello, can you even see me? And so focusing on the things that you can see, focusing on the blessings that you have in your life instead of the things that you feel like you lost, is definitely something that you will need to release as well. Now, if this is a relationship reading for you, then what I'm seeing is, you need to release so if this is a relationship reading for you and you are like and you feel like you're in a twin flame relationship, and that is something that you already know, like it's not me telling you this right now, like, so if you're not already in a relationship, this is not something that you feel like you're in and you know this for a fact, then this may not resonate for you. And this is a general reading, and so that's why I covered the other interpretation first, so that if that works for you, then that works for you. But what I'm seeing is what you need to release specifically for this is, one is this defensiveness in terms of, I feel like you have a defensiveness towards the universe, because if you're in a twin flame relationship, you may have been through this before, where you are kind of in your high priestess energy, and you can see that your counterpart is in their King of Pentacles energy, or just in their King energy. And because we have two kings here, we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And so what I'm seeing is you may have a defensiveness towards even believing in the love anymore, and believing in the fact that, this person may actually come back towards you, like your twin flame may. And I'm seeing 111 on my camera as I'm saying this. So you may be losing hope that this person is coming towards you. And so, what I'm seeing is you need to still, like, in the same message as the message about your spiritual relationship, is that you need to release your attachment to knowing every detail of when this person is going to manifest. What I'm seeing is, like, the cards are here. So I'm seeing you as the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. So something that the thing that happened in the Five of Cups energy here, you cut it off. You may have, like, just simply cut the whole thing off. You were like, no ma'am, no sir, we're not about to do this. That is not what we're about to do. And so this person then, is coming back in this King of Wands energy, right? And so, and right now, what I'm saying is that they are in the energy of, I don't know why, but a spirit decided to let us get into your business a little bit. But what I'm saying is that, like, they are in this energy of kind of working and contemplating where they are and what they're doing. And what I'm seeing, so like 7, they are kind of releasing. They're releasing that. And they are kind of contemplating what they're doing. They're releasing any kind of ego that they had, just looking at the work. They're kind of focusing on work right now. But the passion in wanting to make an offer to you, that is still there. Like, that is something that they still want to do. Now, I don't see in terms of communication, because we have the 8 of Wands here and the 3 of Wands, in terms of you waiting for your ship to come in, not knowing whether to wait, not knowing whether the communication is going to pop up like right away. So what I'm seeing is release that. That is what you need to release. Whether it is straight up like releasing your need to know everything about your spiritual relationship, whether it is about releasing the need to know everything about when is masculine flame going to come back, when is masculine flame going to come back in, blah, blah, blah. It is about releasing all of that so that you can focus on yourself, because guess what? You are here to be known. So speak and be seen. And you see this person with, multiple different talents who is just kind of glowing. And you can see it's like the talent is like literally seeping from her pores, from her hair. It's just, it's just the talent just literally popped out. And so what I'm seeing is in order for you to let out your voice, in order for you to be able to actually shine like that, you have to allow your spirit self to kind of connect through all of the different masks that you wear, whether it's your relationship mask, whether it is your business mask, whether it is, whatever it is. What I'm seeing is you have to let your spirit self do the work, and the way you do that is by releasing all of this drama. Once you release all of this drama, once you release all of this need to control, and what I'm seeing, this is the melting mask. So you may have even constructed a lot of different ways to present yourself, a lot of different ways to be, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm seeing is the mask is melting now because your spirit self is shining through. That is the part of the spiritual initiation that you are going through right now, where all you have to do is let your spirit self come through, and so that you can just work on your passion. I'm seeing the fire guardian here again. You may really definitely be a fire sign in any moon, sun, or rising, or Venus even. And what I'm seeing is focus on your passions. The way that you release this, the way that you release your attachment to knowing everything, to kind of figuring out what's happening, who is this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm seeing a lot of sevens here. Like I said, this is major spiritual connection here. So I'm seeing 7 here, 7, 7, 7. And so, yeah, like you need to, like once you, like in order for you to release your attachment to knowing the how, the why, in order for you to release your defensiveness towards spirit, whether it is where spirit is leading you to make more money, or whether spirit is leading you to kind of learn through your experience in your relationship experience. Stop trying to let yourself be guided. Let your spirit self guide you, instead of trying to kind of construct masks, construct different things, to show that, to show that, all extra stuff, and, amplify your positive emotions. So, what I'm saying is meditate, spend time with yourself, spend time, right? Connect to your inner child, connect to the water, connect to the greenery, and look at things from above. Understand that if this is a spiritual relationship, then you can understand that you are being invited into higher ground. The more that you are going through spiritual initiation, the harder that it gets. You can understand that this is the call. This is you being called out to, accomplish a mission. And your soul is calling out to you. The universe is calling out to you. Your connection to this world is calling out to you. And so, instead of focusing on when, how, whatever in this world, you can focus on your higher ground. You can focus on the fact that, the world is open to you. The world is open to you. And Finally, for our affirmation for today, we have, it is acceptable not to know. Mystery is part of life. Acceptance allows me to begin to grow. Right? Once you accept that, listen, I accept the universe, I surrender. Once you surrender to the universe, once you, you let go and you release any need to direct, any illusion of control that you have, once you're able to do that, you're able to really, really open up yourself, really, really see yourself and see the things around you and see the life around you, and being able to connect that way. Right? Wow. Pal 3, thank you so much for your reading. Thank you for letting me share this energy with you. Thank you. And if you watch multiple pals, definitely go ahead and comment down below and let me know how that was for you. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the little bell button so that whenever I upload, and I upload multiple videos per week, you are able to find them. And so honor and respect to you and yours. If you need me, there are multiple links down below where you can find me. Until then, thank you so much. And again, honor and respect.